Hey everybody, got a Zebra ZP450 printer here that needs some love. I keep these running for work, and this one had a problem with the feed roller, went bad, and the plastic bit that goes here also broke. I think somebody got a little overzealous pulling paper in and out. So I do have a couple that don't have power supplies anymore. They're kind of scrap units. Also a ZP450, but this is an older one. This version here has the auto-expanding contracting, or the auto-contracting, manually expanding spool holder for the paper. This one, it would just kind of snap in here. So what I want to do is I want to grab parts out of this one and put them in here. Now this one, rather than take the power supply off of this one and put it in here, this one has no printer head anymore. That printer head's been used, as has the power supply. This one has the power supply, on the bottom here. That's this piece. These are replaceable. It unbolts. There's 3 screws in the bottom. Now you can see the connections in the back. We can do parallel, serial, or USB. We use USB, obviously. So it should be pretty easy. I've done the rollers plenty of times, but the plastic bit, I'm going to be careful with that because we really have to just kind of bend the plastic to get it out. Now to get the roller out, there's 2 clips. They pull out, then you rotate them 90 degrees up, because the plastic collar, you can see it's got flats on it, and then it gets wider. So that's how it locks in. These slide off. These break sometimes too. It doesn't really matter as long as you have it rotated, it'll be locked in. But these little pieces have a tab, which you can see right there, that lock it in. So I'm going to take that out. I'm going to set it over here because this is what I want to get to. Now that folds down. That's a paper sensor. We have a paper sensor here and here that sees the light shining through, so it knows where the edge of the label is. But this is the thing, this little anvil I need to get out. So what I found on other ones is you just kind of, on this side, on the left side, just kind of hold it, pull back on that tab and lift. And just like that, it'll pop out. The reason I say the left side, hopefully you can see that, the right side's perfectly square. Left side's a little rounded, so it makes it easier to get in and out because it won't catch on that tab. So I'm done with this one, or finished with this one rather. So I'm going to get this one out of the way. And let's move over the one that we want. So I'm going to fold that down again, and we'll install this. And again, I'm going to make sure the rounded part is on the left side. And then there are notches right here on both sides that it'll lock into. So I don't need to pull so much as I need to carefully keep it straight. So I put the left side in, make sure that's seated, and then, which it's not, there we go. And once that left side's in, or right side's in, the left side should just slide down and make that click. And then drop it on your fingers because that feels real good. And yeah, that's in there now. So this allows the label to come out past it, so you have something, tight to tear it off against. And we'll take the wheel, the feed roller. You can see that's geared. That's what's actually going to pull the label out. And make sure these are up so that they drop in to their little holder. You may have to push a little bit, or just open this up. I find it's actually easier if you open that, because then it'll just drop right down. And you just rotate those down to the clip. See? It's not going anywhere. Then close that. So this is essentially ready to go. It needs some paper. So let's get a fresh roll. These are, what are these? 4x6, 156297 number labels. And I do have a cleaning pad. This is an alcohol cleaning pad, which I'll also run through to get that out. Wow, it's pretty dry. It's probably useless. But what you do is you set that in, and then just pull it out. Now, the thing's perfectly dry, so I doubt it did a drop of good. Yeah, wiped off a little bit of crud. But if that was a fresh one, it would work. So the next thing we do is we get our spool, we get the end loose. Just one finger and pull that out, and then drop it in and just kind of lift it up, make sure it's on that pivot there. It can drop below it. You don't want that. And then underneath those guys right there, that keeps the label down. I'm going to close it and lock it and put some power. Let's see, the power switch is already on. So, yep, there we go. We got an orange light. And I guess it's more of a red light. That's because the label is not at a clear point. You can see, kind of see my finger through it even. That's how it finds the edge. So let's tell it to calibrate itself. I think I can... Yeah. Alright, usually it's 4 labels. It did it on 3, so that's pretty good. So those are scrap, essentially. And these 4x4 boxes are good for parts, or these 6x6 boxes. So I'll save that. The best part, of course, with this printer, which we'll all get to see right now, is this. We all love this part. Ready? Now that's probably been on there for 6 or 7 years. But look, nice and fresh. And let's just do a test feed again. Nice. And I don't know if it has a diagnostic mode or not, but let me see if I can get it to spit out any info on itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess that's recalibrate. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Just want to make sure it printed. And this allowed me to do that. So there we are, Zebra Technologies. You can see the darkness is set to. We can see what everything's set to. Let's see. Firmware has the firmware. 256 inches it was last cleaned. Head life. I don't know if that's minutes or what. But this is what I was trying to do because I wanted to make sure it printed. So now I know it's good. I can put it in operation and yeah, go from there. So if you have any questions about these printers, post it in the comments below. If you don't have any questions about the printers, then cool. Thank you for watching.